head coach and his fourth offensive coordinator. Think about that. His third head coach, his fourth offensive coordinator, and oh, by the way, this dude, Declan, he's your new offensive coordinator. He's a rookie offensive coordinator coming over from Denver as a tight ends coach. So you got a rookie head coach. You got a rookie offensive coordinator. It's your first NFL game with this coach in this system. You go out, and like you said, you got scripted plays. You complete your first 10 passes, 6 for 6 on the opening drive. You score a touchdown. You're going up against Brian Flores. Have we forgotten that, Swagoo? One of the elite defensive minds in the game. He blitzed you once on the first drive or whatever. The rest of the game, he blitzed you 14 different damn times. He's coming out that the offensive line is revamped. Okay, what did they say about them? They struggled. They allowed 23 pressures. 23 pressures. Think about that. So look at that. Look at what I just said. 18th game in the NFL. Third head coach. Fourth offensive coordinator. Going up against an elite defense, elite defensive coordinator, rather than Brian Flores. Got a rookie offensive coordinator, by the way. Come on now. You got to give the guy a break. That's a lot. That's a lot for a cat in his second season in the NFL. His first game one. Come on now. Come on now.
He's also the number 1 pick in the draft, okay? And you're a little liberal with the third head coach. Eberflus got fired after Thanksgiving. The guy got in there for 3 games. I can't count him as a head coach. It's 2 head coaches.
Why? You counting the games against Caleb? You counting the games against Caleb that he had to play under that head coach?
Eberflus was
I'm just saying, he was on the field. You put him out there with that head coach, with that interim coach. You put him out there with Eberflus, who don't know a damn thing about offense in some people's eyes. He's basically a defensive coordinator that was described as a head coach. Now you got Ben Johnson in there, who on the record said he messed up because he got out coached by Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah, you answered it.
What's up with that?
Give Ben Johnson a break. It's his first ever game as a head coach. You got to give him a little break.
So we can give Ben Johnson a break, but not Caleb Williams.
He won it both ways.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's just unbelievable. The Tin Man finally has a heart. Look at him.
Molly, what was my
that's a good point.
Look at Stephen A.
What was my first point? My first point was the missed throws.
Yeah.
That's why I can't give him a pass. I didn't say anything beyond that outside of he did not hit the throws that he should have hit in that game. If they lose, fine.
But didn't you concede that he was second guessing when he was throwing some of those passes? He didn't seem as decisive? Could that be the reason why, what I just highlighted?
Okay, all right.
Here is the issue with
Listen, he's not going to get a pass from me.
I agree.
I think he's going to get better as the season goes along. In the NFL, especially with you, I'm so
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Miami Steve is just a different dude.
I'm looking at
soft.
Yeah, he did. It's the warm weather.
Yeah,
it's soft. It's soft.
Be careful.
I'm proud of Stephen A. Actually.
Please be careful.
He's evolving.
I do not want to be confused as being a Miami Dolphin. We know how they are. I can handle
Stephen A., it seems like you're taking on the moniker of the city right now. It will be interesting to see Chicago, though, against Detroit this weekend. Ben Johnson against his former team. We'll see if Stephen A. is defending him after this week, because we know it's fluid.
I think he's going to perform well. I just ain't giving him a pass for week 1.
He's not.
I saw him dirt 4 throws.
He's not great.
Speaking of the Lions, guys, coming up here on First Take, after the Packers dominated them in Week 1, are we higher on Green Bay or more down on Detroit? Peter Schrager here with a take you gotta hear. The Eagles, hey, they look pretty good in Week 1 while the Chiefs suffered their first loss. Will Casey actually start 0-2? Louis Riddick's got a whole lot to say. First Take, come on back.
You know who played well on Sunday, and I loved the pick when they took him? Penix.
Played great.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water, made to rehydrate, replenish.
Against the Eagles this weekend, this will be the 70th home start of Patrick Mahomes' career and will just be the second time the Chiefs have been an underdog. Including the playoffs, KC has won 12 straight home games, one shy of tying its longest win streak in franchise history. Louis Riddick joining the party. Love the suit. Great to have you with us. Is Sunday a must-win for the Kansas City Chiefs?
Yes, indeed it is. Look, think of their 5 of their next 8 games. Okay, they got Philly, Baltimore, Detroit, Washington, all at home, and then at Buffalo. 5 of their next 8 before their bye. Their bye falls like right smack in the middle of the season for them. I think the reason why I say it's a must-win is because, look, they need to quickly kind of like stamp out the whole doubting process of have we started to turn in terms of maybe our run is coming to an end. And the reason why I say that is this. There's only one reason why I say that. Is because what has been a pillar of strength for this football team over the past 5 years, 6 years? It's been the consistency of the defensive play. And against the Chargers, what did you see as far as their defense is concerned? They got the ball run on them. They got the ball thrown on them. They couldn't really rush the passer with any consistency. Justin had his way with them. And now that the Chargers have got a very, very good wide receiver group, they've got two absolutely hammers at running back, and they've got probably, at the end of the day, a top 5 to 8 offensive line with Joe Alt now moving the left tackle for Rashawn Slater. Did you notice that there being any kind of leakage on that side of the offensive line?
Did a phenomenal
Zero.
job.
The Chargers are for real. The Broncos are for real. The Raiders are always a toss-up. So I think for Kansas City right now, they need to start providing some answers, not necessarily for us, but for themselves, as far as, okay, hey, look, we need to make sure that the defense is as strong as it's always going to be. We know the offensive line is good. We need to start scoring some points, and they need to come out with a strong performance against a quality football team right now.
Didn't you laugh at me about 3 weeks ago when I did the Chiefs schedule on there and I said take the under at 11.5?
Hey, you know,
fair.
Yeah, I did. And I'm going to laugh at you again. But the point, no, seriously, the point is they just need to win this game, and maybe everything turns. But yeah, I see you. There's concern. There's concern after the way they look. I don't know if they're in trouble, but there's concern. There is concern.
The second half of the schedules get better. I did a viral with the schedule, and I said take the Chiefs under at 11.5.
Okay.
And
yeah,
he
did.
Disagree with me. I didn't count on losing to the Chargers, so I got an extra little bonus.
You got an extra bonus.
We hammered him for it.
They killed me.
Yeah,
they all of them. He especially.
Yeah, I did. We hammered it.
But I think I think this is a very important game for the Chargers. We talked about it in that first hour. I think the Chiefs. I think they need to win the game. Now listen, they can win the game. I'm not going to go too crazy on the first game. They didn't look great. Herbert threw the ball. Harbaugh gave him a chance to win the game, and Herbert played. That's the best game I've ever seen him play.
Yep.
He was great in the game. So I'm going to give him and Sao Paulo, we discussed the travel, the disaster, all that. So I'm going to give him a little break. I got to see a little more before I'm going to sit there and say they're going to have one of those 9-8 disappointing seasons. But I think they'll come up with, I think they'll be feisty this week. I wouldn't bet the game because it's hard to read it. It's only 1.5, but I expect the Chiefs to play a lot better. Musk game's a little strong, but, 0-2 is not the way to go if you want to start off the season in pretty good shape.
Sluggo?
My mad dog imitation, fellas. Take it easy.
Yes.
Take it easy, okay? Listen, y'all. If you're telling me that this is a must win because I've been saying the Chiefs are punk drunk, and it's who they're going up against, I'm with you, Lewis. I'm with you. But if you're telling me it's just to avoid 0-2 because, my God, it's insurmountable for them to come back from an 0-2, I'm not buying that. You got to remember that when we look at the Kansas City Chiefs, let's talk about a team that beats themselves. You're talking about Hollywood Brown and Rashee Rice missing a combined 28 games last year. One missed 13, one missed 15, okay? You talk about Isaiah Pacheco missing 10 games last year. So it's been a struggle for them to keep their wide receivers and their running backs on the field healthy. We can't ignore that. Xavier Worthy gets hurt first play of the game running into Travis Kelce, all right? We know Rashee Rice is out for the time being because of his mishaps, okay? So you're not fully loaded. When the Kansas City Chiefs are fully loaded, what are we expecting? Is this a team that can run off 9 and 10 straight? Yes, they can. We all know what they're capable of. So I'm not going to sit up there and write their epitaph because they could potentially go 0-2 during the regular season. I do believe they got to send a message that they're ready to compete against the likes of the Philadelphia Eagles because they got bum rushed in the Super Bowl. That's true. But just an 0-2 record is not of extreme concern for me about them. I tell you what the one concern is. They don't do big plays anymore. I mean, since Tyreek Hill is gone, they haven't done that. 21% of Patrick Mahomes' throws against the Chargers in Brazil went for 10 yards or more. That's it. They're nipping and tucking and methodically going down the field, which leaves more room for mistakes, etc. They got to get a big play receiver, which is why it's so unfortunate that we saw Tyreek Hill in the news for the wrong reasons. Because if they had him back, Lord have mercy, it would be special. But obviously, we don't foresee that happening.
No, it's not a must-win, but it feels like it because of what we talked about with the Chargers. They need to get their stinger back. But like, Mad Dog, what did you say about Justin Herbert in this game against Kansas City?
Best I've ever seen him.
And they won by 6.
Yeah, that's true. They barely won it.
This is not, we not going to burn. They just have built too much credit. It's like with our wives, right? You build some credit, she let you go. Right, so right now Kansas City is in this is an identity situation for me more than it is if they good enough. This team is going to be in the playoffs. They're going to compete and try to win a championship. Are they the best team in the AFC? I'm not willing to say that yet. But them going 0-2 to me means nothing. Other than when will their full boat be together? This team ain't played together with a full offense in a year and a half almost, Lou.
Yeah. I'm not writing their obituary as far as the season is concerned right now. But I will say, see, this is the thing that concerns me though, is this. The defense has always been pretty much lights out.
Yep.
The defense got bullied.
They got bullied
by the Chargers.
Yep.
And see that.
Yes.
And then when you see the end of the game and you see Drew Tranquill going up to Chris Jones, like, yo, you can't do that. You can't go inside this because you wanted to rush inside and let Justin out there and pick up the first down and then run out the clock. See, that's the kind of thing you just don't want to see that start off. That's why I say it's a must-win, not because if they lose it, that the season's over. It's just because they need to get on the right track now, right? They're measured by their standing in terms of being the most dominant team in the league. They're not measured by just being competitive. You go down 0-2, a lot of people say, it's all right. There's plenty of time left. For the Chiefs, that's not the standard they play at. You go out here and get smacked in the mouth by Philadelphia again, there's going to be some people in Kansas City going, hey, look now.
See, I think what's alarming is they usually win those games that they played against the Chargers.
Right.
They always beat the Chargers.
Right. They usually win those games. And not just the Chargers. We sat here for weeks last year and talked about how bad Kansas City was.
And they were lucky to win half the game.
And they were lucky to win 15 of them. And be back in the Super Bowl. I'm not giving them that pass, Lou.
Right. Yeah.
But it's too much history for me to think that if they go down 2 games, that they won't. It may help them.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people will say, well, it may help. I think their stinger is not the same.
Yeah, there's no question that they believe they're going to be a back half of the season team. A back half of the season team. Because they'll be stronger then.
S.A.?
I just want to see them go out there and fight. They got punched in the mouth so flagrantly so on the biggest stage. Go out there, and if you lose a game. That happens. You could be 0-2, and you could come back from that. But it's how you play that we got to monitor about these guys. The Chargers put up 394 yards of offense. 318 came through the air. It got to a point where Spagnola's defense, he just was sending blitzes because that was the only way he had a prayer to stop Justin Herbert and those boys. That can't be that kind of situation that you're looking at against the Philadelphia Eagles while they're running all over you in the same time. That cannot happen.
100%. They need to show some fight like Kari Spears, and that's where I want to go next. Good news for the Spears family. Swaggo, your daughter Kari, recently named SEC Freshman of the Week for her performance on the Texas volleyball team.
Dang.
What was your reaction when you found out?
I was too lit. Look, I was in the stadium sweating my ass off trying to get them through this game. But she's doing a phenomenal job. Great team. She got a lot of really good girls around her, some older girls that she looks up to and is helping her come along as a freshman. She's been asked to play a big role for this team. Texas has a history of having success, and she's doing well. But there go me and my kids and my wife up there, man. It was listen, volleyball, bro, I'm telling y'all, Lou, Mad Dog, if you don't watch it, just watch one of these matches, bro. I'm telling you, it is crazy. But we have it for her.
Volleyball's a lot of fun.
It is.
I'm a high school volleyball.
First of all, I'm happy for her.
Really?
No. I mean, we lost in the championship back in 1986.
She's doing well. I'm proud of her, man. We are proud of her. My wife is,
If you're not a number one player in the country, in the Spears family, you're out. You're out. Go ahead, S.A.
I'm happy for her. I'm happy for the Spears family. Proud of Big Sexy right there, my boy. You know the whole bit. And the missus, of course, because she's the queen. But I got to tell you something. I'm looking at the athleticism on this girl, and I've seen the highlights. I mean, we freshman of the week. I mean, that's nice, and I get all that. I ain't gonna lie to you, Swagoo. I'm expecting freshman of the year. That's what I'm expecting.
Me too.
That's what I'm expecting. Kari, if you watch it, that's what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
Stephen A. expecting freshman of the year. That's what I'm expecting. You understand? It's an expectation because she's that special.
1 weekend.
I'm good with it.
She's got a big one tonight.
Big one tonight against
Texas
Louisville.
against.
Look at that slam right